So right here we have this Silicone under the sink mat right here. This is a silicone mat, so it's super easy to clean. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. First of all, this is the square one right here. So this is a 19 by 19. And since we have our plumbing coming way out over here, coming down towards the middle, we knew that we needed something a little bit bigger to be able to reach all the way back to that corner right there. And that's why we went with this larger style right here, because if we were to have an issue with the plumbing, it starts leaking for whatever reason, we'd be able to, one, catch it on here, which would help preserve the vanity, which we just did a little remodel in the house, and we don't want this to get messed up. And so this is something that can catch that water, but also it lets you know when you have a leak, because you're going to start seeing the water in here, and it's just going to be easier to clean up on the silicone because it can't soak through the silicone. So it won't damage anything that's underneath here. But also, since it won't soak through the wood or anything, before we had this, we had particle board down, and that soaks a lot of the water, and so you don't see your leak that might be happening. This lets you know that you have a leak because it's made of the silicone and it can't seep through there. Also, another great thing about this is that if you have cleaning products or something like that that you can put on this mat, and if the bottom of them gets dirty, if there's a little hole in there and it's leaking or something's leaking out through the top, you'll be able to see that on here, and you can clean this a lot easier than you can clean something like this, especially if it's been sitting there a long time. This is something that I can take out with ease. It's made out of silicone. I can bring it outside. I can take the hose to it. I can scrub it down, and I know that I'm not going to mess up the finish or anything on it. It does have a little bit of this looks like flour type of texture to it, which is something nice just to give it a little bit of rigidity so it doesn't slip and slide everywhere. The silicone works really well. And then on the back side of this, you basically just have the opposite of what's there. So super cool, super easy to use, super easy to install, and it's kind of like insurance for underneath your sink, especially where your plumbing is, so that you know what's going on with your plumbing if you ever were to have an issue. It's going to preserve everything here, and it's going to let you know what's going on there if you do have an issue. So definitely recommend that you guys go and get some of these if this is something that you want, so that you can protect your vanities, which are a lot more expensive and a lot harder to clean, especially depending on what type of stuff it's made out of, than something like this. So y'all definitely go and grab y'all some of these if that's something that you're looking for. Thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.